Stock market correction in 2025. High food prices are here to stay, and phone sales plunge. Today, I read an interesting article on Yahoo Finance, put out by Business Insider and written by Matthew Fox, titled, Investors Should Brace for a Correction as 2025 Kicks Off After Multiple Sell Signals Flash, Chartmaster says. The author of this article referenced Katie Stockton, who said a continued sell-off in the S&P 500 is likely over the next few weeks. She said the index flashed intermediate-term sell signals that were confirmed last week, creating a setup that supports a correction over the coming weeks. She believes long-term indicators are pointing to a correction in the first quarter, which should then give way to a sideways trading range of several months. Here are my thoughts. I think we are overdue for a correction, but it is unlikely anyone can call it with any certainty. The market is an enigma. This market has continued to defy logic. There's a lot of speculation out there too. I worry countless people are ill-prepared for a correction or a crash in the stock market or the crypto market. A dose of reality could be quite painful from a financial standpoint. I read some of the comments beneath this article. I'll share some of them with you. The first commenter said, "It seems that there are always chart readers who make predictions. I can't think of any who have both gotten rich and informed the public of their actual trades." The next commenter said, "I waited for the correction in 2023 and 2024, partly because I was reading stuff like this. It never happened. I missed out on gains. No one knows, do you?" The last comment that I'll share with you came from someone who said, "We will only wish it had been a stock correction by the end of the year." Well, my friends, the commenters always have interesting things to say. Regarding that last comment, he believes we will see more than a correction. Could we see a full-blown crash? I hope we don't, because it could be epic after all of the air that has been pumped into this bubble, especially with crypto. I want the best for everyone. I hate to think about retail investors getting crushed. I'm curious, what do you think about all this? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. I read another interesting article today. This one was on CNBC.com, written by Juhan Lee, titled, "Experts Say High Food Prices Are Here to Stay. Here's Why." The author said food inflation has continued to outpace inflation, increasing by 28% since 2019. More than 85% of consumers report feeling frustrated with rising grocery prices, and over a third say they have resorted to buying fewer items to save money. This is according to a 2024 survey from R.R. Donnelly. Here are my thoughts. Many Americans are struggling financially. Many are having a hard time putting food on the table. I'm sure credit cards are a short-term fix, but that is just kicking the can down the road. I have to wonder, how much of this situation with grocery prices is just corporate greed? We've heard a lot in the news about shrinkflation and greedflation in recent years. It's unfortunate corporate profits come before people in this country in some instances. What do you think about all this? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. Now here's some bad news I read on CNBC.com, written by Arjun Karpal, titled, "Foreign Phone Sales Plunge 47% in China, Spelling Trouble for Apple." According to the author, foreign phone brands in China plunged in November, underscoring further pressure on Apple. The author said, foreign mobile phone shipments in China stood at 3.04 million units. That's a fall of 47.4% from November 2023 and a 51% drop from October last year. Apparently, Apple is hoping its iPhone 16 series will help the company regain momentum in China. Here are my thoughts. Many Americans are struggling to buy groceries and afford their car insurance, which has gotten more expensive. Others are having a hard time affording the car payment for the vehicle they overpaid for in the past few years. Then, there are people who are being crushed by expensive medical bills. Americans like this can't even begin to think about paying cash for an expensive new smartphone, which is something few people do anymore. Most stick with a payment plan for their smartphone. Even this small monthly payment may be unbearable for some Americans. The last time I went to a corporate Verizon store and inquired about paying cash for a new flagship smartphone, the employees looked at me like I was a weirdo. All they wanted to talk about were the different payment plans that were available. This is the world we live in now. I think Apple needs to be very careful. Chinese companies are manufacturing some amazing smartphones with innovative features and amazing camera technology. What do you think about all this? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. Now here is an interesting story I read on ZeroHedge.com, written by Tyler Durden, likely a pseudonym for writers at Zero Hedge, titled, John Wick Rolex Watch Stolen from Kiano Reeves' Hollywood Hills home recovered during police raid in Chile. According to the author, the police in Chile recovered stolen property from a commune, including a Rolex Submariner valued at over $9,000 according to the Rolex website. Engraved on the back, it said, "The John Wick 5 Kiano. Thank you, JW4 2021. Here are my thoughts. First, I'm glad Kiano Reeves may get his Rolex back. I had a two-tone blue dial stolen several years ago, and I never got it back. I rarely wore the watch because I didn't want to scratch the gold links. If Kiano Reeves decides to sell his Rolex Submariner at auction, which had ties to one of his movies, I'm sure it would sell for a lot more than $9,000. There are collectors out there who would bid that up quite a bit. Now, this is not a fair comparison, but I just mention it because it pertains to another famous actor. Paul Newman's Rolex Daytona previously sold for $17.8 million at an auction, which made it the most expensive Rolex ever sold at an auction at that time. When there is famous provenance involved, some auction items can go to the moon. Auctions are really interesting. They can bring in bidders from all over the world now because there is internet bidding. I'm curious, what do you think about all this? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing to the channel. I want to extend a special thanks to everyone who has subscribed to this channel. I want to also thank all of my channel members. If you would like to become a channel member, there is a link in the description beneath this video. You can read more about the different membership levels. Please also check out some of the great books I suggest you consider reading in the description below. I've included Amazon affiliate links to these books. As an Amazon associate, I earn from qualifying purchases. Stay healthy and wealthy. I'll see everyone in the next video.